Once again, if you guys like the content and provided, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the upcoming content. We have just wrapped up a historic day out at the strip of Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and we have a lot more to look forward to as we head into the summer months of the NHRA Mission Foods Drag Racing Series season. So if you want to keep up to date with what's going on in NHRA as well as the upcoming month of May as we get set for the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500, then be sure to subscribe today so you don't miss any of the upcoming content. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So like I said yesterday in our qualifying recap, today was going to be an incredible day if qualifying was any indication. And if you did not heed my warning and watch today's race, first of all, shame on you. I don't care if you wanted to watch golf or a street course race, you missed a historic day in the world of motorsports. Of course, if you read the title, you already know. Tony Stewart is now officially a NHRA Top Fuel National Event winner at the same track where 2 years ago he won his first race in a top alcohol dragster. A very emotional day for him as he lost two people this weekend. One, the wife of someone from Rush Truck Centers, as well as a father of a buddy of his from out in Bakersfield, California, something that he learned about 15 minutes before the start of the final round. So an emotional day, the first time with Dominic at the track that he's won an event, and now you can add on to the fact with everything else in his career that he has added, Tony Stewart is now a Nitro Top Fuel winner in the pro category of the NHRA. So a massive historic day. Congratulations to Tony Stewart and everybody at TSR Nitro. And with the performance of this TSR dragster, look out for them because they are really starting to make some moves this season. They have been very consistent. They have been going on the track really, really fast and really, really consistently. It is incredible the performance this team has had. So if this is any indication, be aware this could be a potential championship contending car because we know just how well Neil Strasboss and everybody on that car is. From when Lee Pruitt almost won a championship 2 years ago, now Tony Stewart really is fighting the reins of this dragster, and the team has really started to connect and gel well together. Could this be the year Tony Stewart adds another championship to his mantle on his way out of Top Fuel drag racing? But of course, Top Fuel isn't the only storyline out of today. Like we said yesterday, Elite Motorsports, the issues they had in qualifying continued into the day. We're going to recap that in our recap of the ladders later on in the video. But again, some massive problems as they continue to try and find speed. I talked to some of the people closely involved with it. Again, they're hopeful that they can turn the corner here soon, but some massive issues going on in Elite Motorsports as they try to find the speed to catch up to the KB Titan cars. And of course, in the funny car, arguably the big story alongside Austin Prock and Wally making it back to the final round, Dave Richards makes his first funny car final round. I know the historians are going to say it didn't count because he didn't finish second at least, but regardless, a funny car final round for Dave Richards, a big deal. Congratulations to him. An incredible day top to bottom. We have a lot to look forward to. Let's get into your recap for today's Las Vegas 4-Wide Nationals. Kicking off in Pro Stock in round one, Brandon Foster started today failing to stage the car in time and fouls out of round one, losing any shot of moving on to the semis. Mason McGahey would get a 0-12 reaction time and scored the round win in his quad. And Cody Coughlin's stellar weekend would end in round one as he sleeps on the tree and loses on a double hole shot against Derek Kramer and Chris McGahey. And Christian Quadra would be the only elite powered car to advance out of round one as he made it out on a hole shot. In the semifinals, Mason McGahey would spin the tires early in his round while Dallas Glenn and Matt Latino advanced on to the final round, and Corey Reed would jump the tree early and Christian Quadra would spin the tires, allowing Matt Hartford and Greg Anderson to advance, making it an all KB Titan final quad. And in the final, Matt Latino would win the race off the line, but Dallas Glenn would win the race on a hole shot over Matt Hartford, with Greg Anderson finishing third. In funny car, Dave Richards had a feel-good moment after advancing out of the first round while Spencer Hyde won the pair. Bob Tasker III struggles continued as the neutral safety switch failed on the car, causing him to end up stuck on the racetrack and having to abandon the car. Ron Capps failed to advance out of round one as Cruz Pedregon was able to sneak around to make the semis. In that semifinals, Matt Hagee would take his quad win and advance along with Paulie. He goes back-to-back Las Vegas finals after the fall Vegas race of last year. And Dave Richards' same story continued in the semis, as even with a faulty parachute, he managed to beat Cruz Pedregon to the line to advance to the 4-wide final along with Austin Prock. And in the finals, Matt and Dave Richards' cars would give early, and it would be a head-to-head race between Prock and Paulie, and Austin would avenge the loss in Phoenix and capture the first win of the season. And in Top Fuel in round 1, Scott Palmer suffered another explosion after almost advancing out of round 1. Tony Stewart and Jasmine Salinas continued to perform well as they both once again advanced out of the first round. And Josh Hart's strongest start also continued as he won his first round pair, beating Sean Reed to the line. And in the semifinals, Jasmine Salinas survives her semifinal quad to make her first career Top Fuel final in her quad along with Antron Brown. And Doug Coletta makes a fatal double step on the tree and messes up Steve Torrance's run. Tony Stewart capitalized with an 0.52 light and takes the win along with Justin Ashley. And in the final round, like I mentioned earlier, 2 years after capturing his first NHRA top alcohol win, Tony Stewart would take the win at Las Vegas Motor Speedway and officially become an NHRA Top Fuel National Events winner. And as always, we have highlights courtesy of the fastest racing on earth from NHRA and Fox. Let's take a look at that, and then we can recap the rest of this race and look forward to the Charlotte 4-wide Nationals.
Best reaction time is Matt Latino at 0:18. Look at this. This is a classic final round, a sprint to the finish line stripe. And the win light is Dallas Glenn on a hole shot. 6:64.9 at 206 miles per hour. Dallas Glenn gets it done. Matt Hartford comes in second at 6:63.8.
Dallas Glenn trying to double up here this weekend. You had the performance that round. You had the entire quad covered by 6/100ths of a second. Where does that performance come from?
We didn't really make that good run because of my mistake on the last one. So that was a really nice run. We've been picking away at it the whole weekend. We've been knocking on the doorstep, and I think we just laid a pretty good one down there. Greg still definitely got the car to beat, so I'm going to have to step it up, but I think we got something for him in the final.
Finish line stripe. Austin Prock drives his way down to a 4:009 at 316 miles an hour, and Prock is back in the winner's circle. The second place finisher is Paul Lee at 4:042, 3:11. That moment in time we have expected all season long has come to fruition in Las Vegas.
Well, the title defense for Austin Prock is back in full effect. You know, it's been a struggle early for you in the year, and you've wore those emotions on your shoulder. The consistency that you guys have searched for, it looks like you guys have finally found it. Congratulations.
Well, man, we're getting close, that's for sure. This Prock rocket ain't perfect yet, but it's heading in the right direction, and that's what we need to be proud about right now. That was an ugly win, but like I said earlier this morning, if they were ugly all day, but the win light was coming on, I didn't give a crap. So really proud of this John Force Racing team. I love having John Force out at the racetrack. He just gasses you up every time you get in one of these, and he told me he was proud of me this week, and that means a lot. So really proud to drive this Cornwell Tools Chevrolet SS with HendrickCars.com, Power Solar, Graham Rahal Performance GRP. Having that on board is just so cool. Hopefully Graham's doing good in his race, and hopefully Kyle Larson can get a dub too. Woo!
And I think Tony Stewart respects the fact that he knows that Justin Ashley's right alongside. We know what happened to Doug Coletta the last time somebody was next to Justin Ashley.
They pile off into the afternoon. Ashley's got cylinders out. Explosion for Salinas. Explosion for Brown. It's Tony Stewart. Stewart wins in a totally chaotic final. 387 to 317. He's broken through.
Tony Stewart's passion for the sport of NHRA drag racing is something that is truly undeniable. At this track, about a year and a half ago, or 2 years ago, you got your first Wally behind the wheel of an alcohol dragster. It's almost fitting that the big one comes today here in Vegas. Tony, the struggles you've had, you know, over the last year and a half have almost made this even sweeter. What's the emotion you're feeling right now?
I think you sure as hell learn to appreciate it more when you struggle like that. But, man, I'm so appreciative of our guys. And like I said, we got Kevin Rudine and his family here. Race, you did this one for us today, buddy. This is all you. But it's the highest of highs and lowest of lows. Our Rush Truck Center's family, Rusty Rush, we lost his wife, Jenny, this week. And then literally 15 minutes before we rolled out for the final here, I got a message from Bakersfield, California, from a friend of mine, Brian Landgraf, and we just lost his father. So, you know, I heard Dallas Glenn talking about it too. We've lost a lot of people this week, and it's been tough. But, My God, I am so proud of our guys. Dodge, Direct Connection, Racer Dean Foundation, Renai, everybody at Mobile One. Jay, thank you so much. Just so many great partners here. I got a great teammate standing there. I have a feeling I'm going to be really hurting in the morning here, but it's going to sure as hell be worth it.
Congratulations, Tony.
Thank you.
And like I've been saying all season long, if you're not watching NHRA in the modern era, you are missing out on some of the best racing in the country right now. I look on social media every single week and I see complaints in every form of motorsports about the current state of what racing is right now. And I always see they never fail to mention that they don't watch drag racing. And again, you're missing out on this. I keep talking about it every single week from start to finish. It has been an incredible race, top to bottom in every single class. You look today in round one, we had a quad in the first round where whoever won that race, if they could win the event, it would have been a major upset between Spencer Hyde, Buddy Hull, Hunter Green, and Dave Richards. And one of them actually did make it to the finals and came close to stealing a massive win in his first career final round. You're looking Top Fuel again, top to bottom. It is a lethal pair of dragsters in every single race that hits the racetrack, and it ended up with a historic win for Tony Stewart, who we always waited to see if he would win that race. It finally happened, and he is starting to cement himself as a championship contender this early in the season. So if you are not watching NHRA in the modern era, first of all, shame on you. Fix that quickly, because there is always an opportunity to watch it at every corner. Go out to a racetrack, experience it in person. I am guaranteeing you it is the best form of racing in the country right now outside of American sports car racing. So again, if you're not watching this, you're missing out. I don't know what else to tell you considering what we've been seeing so far this season. It's only going to get better as we head into the summer months and then look forward to the countdown to the championship. So again, if you want to keep up with everything that's going on right now, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the upcoming content. Be sure to follow me on all social media pages down below. Mighty Mac on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. We have a whole lot to look forward to. Of course, not only with the upcoming race in Chicago for the Route 66 Nationals, but we're also going to be covering the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500, and then we have a lot of races to look forward to in the summer months as we get ready for Bristol, Norwalk, Brainerd, Indy, Reading, everything in between. This is going to be an incredible season of drag racing, so be sure to subscribe today so you don't miss any of the action. And until the next time I see you guys, whenever the next news headline comes out or anything crazy happens, you'll hear it here first. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Mighty Mac. We'll see you next time.